With the recent boom of mangaka joining social media, people have become more aware of the harsh working environment that comes with creating a manga. This harsh work environment has led to many mangakas needing frequent breaks due to sickness or going on indefinite hiatuses with no end in sight. Just about every manga magazine is guilty of overworking their mangaka, even the bigger ones like Shonen Jump and Weekly Shonen Magazine. However, over the last few years, there have been developments to change this lifestyle and give mangaka more control over their schedule. Now, I don't want to pretend and act like I know why the work environments have been slowly changing. Instead, I want to talk about one of those environments that has been changing, and that is Shonen Jump. Now, I know what you're probably saying to yourself, you just said Shonen Jump was a harsh work environment. And yes, I did, but it is also a changing one with a new development that has come about in the last couple years. Jump Plus, also known as Manga Plus in the States. Jump Plus is an exclusively web-only manga service that is completely free from Shueisha, the owners of Shonen Jump. Now, yet again, I don't want to pretend like I know what the work environment at Jump Plus is. All I truly know is that the creators have more lenient schedules, and past that, I don't know too much about it. But I'm not here to talk about the work environment, but rather the great works that have been created in that environment that could possibly change the future of the manga industry for the better. Now, as some of you may know, Jump Plus is home to quite a few series that have become popular among both the anime and manga communities in recent years, such as Hell's Paradise, Spy X Family, Dandadan, Kaiju Number 8, and Chainsaw Man Part 2. But I'm not here to talk about those today because I'm sure by now you've already heard someone else talk about them. Instead, today I want to highlight some other Jump Plus manga that you should be on the lookout for. Also, I'd initially planned for this video to just talk about a couple of Jump Plus manga, but after reading most of them, I think they all deserve to be talked about. So sorry for the somewhat brief explanations on some, I just want to get my opinion out on them and recommend them to you guys in case you haven't heard of them or check them out. Also, quickly just want to say one series I don't mention in this video but highly recommend is Marriage Toxin. I have a whole separate video where I talk about it, so yeah, go check that video out or save yourself some time and just go check out the manga. Either way, let's get into the actual meat and potatoes. The first manga I want to talk about is one that I already talked about on this channel but very briefly, and only when it had about 3 chapters out, and that manga is Make the Exorcist Fall in Love. Make the Exorcist Fall in Love is about a boy who is chosen by God to become the strongest exorcist ever and defeat Satan. However, with the burden of protecting humanity and keeping himself pure from sin, the boy faces a lot of mental trauma that ends up making him alienated from society, yet someone who has to protect it. Now, I would love to give you more of a synopsis, but I can't without giving away a twist that I thought was pretty cool. This manga has a great art style, and because it's kinda chibi, you don't really expect there to be cool fights. You kinda just expect this manga to be a rom-com with slight action, but it kinda does the opposite, and the mangaka absolutely flexes on us and makes the fight scenes go absolutely dummy. To quickly wrap this up, Make the Exorcist Fall in Love is one that is sure to blow up anytime now, and you would just be doing yourself a disservice by not checking it out. The next manga I want to talk about is one of the shorter ones on this list, and that is Beat in Motion. Beat and Motion is about a guy named Tatsuhiko who's really into drawing in the world of animation, but due to his self-proclaimed lack of talent, he refuses to seek a career in either of those worlds and decides to pursue a more realistic job. The next day, he goes to dinner with some of his friends, and there he runs into a girl who says that he should chase his dreams and that people who don't are losers, and this inspires him to pursue his passion for drawing and animation. This manga so far hasn't done anything really special, yet for some reason it's still enjoyable in my opinion. I like Nico, and I think her relationship with Tatsuhiko is fun, and so far we've already seen the two of them face challenges, and I'm just interested to see where this manga goes, especially with the guaranteed anime adaptation due to it winning the Million Tag Award, which guarantees it a Netflix anime adaptation. Overall though, there's not really a whole lot to say about this manga. It's an enjoyable read and hopefully has a bright future ahead of it with a guaranteed Netflix adaptation. A quickie I want to give you guys is one of the newer Jump Plus manga, Wild Strawberry. I'm sure you heard of it by now. Plants have begun to take over the world and become monsters called Jinka that eat humans and take over their bodies like a disease. This manga is basically Full Night, another manga I talked about on this channel, mixed with Tokyo Ghoul. It's pretty cool, the art is really good, and I've enjoyed the pacing so far and see it possibly becoming a really cool story in the future. Okay, rapid fire one coming at you, Vibration Man. The main character is a human vibrator and joins a hero organization, but shit is kinda crazy because superpowers haven't been around long enough for there to be rules or guidelines, so it's all kinda shady business. RMC just wants to be popular but has lame power and has to find cool ways to use it in fights. The art may look kinda dopey, and it is, but trust me, it can be cool when it wants to be. Check this one out, its fights are starting to become more complex, showing some promise of cool stuff that might go down in the future. Skeleton Double is another cool Jump Plus manga that not enough people talk about. A man one day dies in the middle of the air in Shinjuku Station, and then we jump 8 years into the future where the man's son is starting to uncover the mystery of who or what killed his father. It's an action manga with a cool mystery and a really cool power system that ends up leading to some cool fights. I'd say go into this one blind because the first 10 chapters are pretty cool in my opinion for the start of a shonen series. The next one I want to talk about is Kindergarten Wars. Basically, convicts are sent to a preschool where children of high-ranking status people are sent. There, the convicts must protect the children who are constantly being attacked by evil forces. Rita, the main character, is pretty badass, and I also think she's pretty funny along with the rest of the cast who are also entertaining. I will say this manga is pretty episodic, especially for about the first 5 chapters, and it's the same joke repeated within those 5 chapters, but still, push past that and you'll find a seemingly lighthearted action series that might become darker in the future. The last one I want to talk about is a pretty lame one to be the last one, but it's one I've enjoyed so far. It's Sas Records. Humanity's judgment is a process by which an angel and a demon meticulously pass judgment upon a human, and the final score determines the fate of mankind. And this time around, the chosen subject is Sachi, a 6-year-old who is starting elementary school. I just like this manga. It's really lighthearted, it's pretty cute, and I think the jokes land every now and again. I'm not saying the jokes land every time, but it's enjoyable, and it's one that, you know, you're not gonna get a ha ha ha, but you'll get a little nose exhale every chapter, I hope. Definitely check it out. It's one of the funnier manga we've had recently, in the Jump Plus line, comparing it to other comedy manga like Me and My Gangster Neighbor and Red Cat Ramen. Either way though guys, I'm going to stop the recommendations there, and I believe all the manga have the chance of becoming big or bigger in the future. Of course, go check these out and form your own opinion. Also, if you guys want me to talk about the other Jump Plus manga that I didn't talk about in this video, then get this video to 40 likes and I'll do that. You guys hit the goal of 30 on the overrated manga videos, so like I promised, there will be an underrated manga video coming some point in the future. And I also want to apologize for being away for a little bit. The League addiction is back and in full force. I'm not proud of it. Either way though, that'll be me. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, subscribing is always appreciated. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.